Welcome to a new episode of Hum Tum and AI. We have Mr. Sudeep Kulkarni with us right now. He is the Vice President and Head Marketing at Alliance Insurance Brokers Private Limited. Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for having me on your talk show. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure, ours too, sir. So let's just dive down deep into the questionnaire. So, what's your
Sure.
opinion on AI?
So I think AI is the latest currency in everybody's marketing tool these days. So it's definitely something that is here to stay. It's definitely something that is here to be there in the long run. Unfortunately, people are looking at it with a very myopic view, and they're getting very scared that it's going to take away our jobs and so on and so forth. However, like any tech tool that comes in the market, it is something that we as marketers have to embrace. It is something we as marketers have to learn to use. And it is something as we as marketers have to understand how capable it is and how we can use it effectively for our outreach and marketing and ROI campaigns. So I think if used correctly, if used in the right way, and if used in its entirety, I think it is a very useful and essential tool that will help not only marketers but a lot of other various divisions within companies as well to excel.
Right. Perfect, sir. How many people are using AI in your team?
So, like you rightly mentioned, I take care of the brand and digital marketing here at Alliance Insurance. So, within the marketing team itself, we use a lot of AI tools within our content creation. We use a little bit for our design implementations. And moreover, we use a lot of AI tools for our automation, outreach. So, which means if we want to send a large amount of data via email marketing, or we want to send a large amount of data through mobile marketing by way of WhatsApp messages or SMSs, is when we do use AI and automation tools to help us do that. So within the marketing teams, our design team, our MarTech teams, and our content and communication teams make use of AI.
Right. So, what role do you think AI will play in your industry in the next few coming years?
So, our industry, the insurance broking industry, is all about reaching out to people and telling people the best insurance tools that they can use to safeguard their future, themselves, and their assets, right? So, in that context, AI is going to play a huge tool for us because today communication is just going beyond transactional communication, right? It's becoming more personalized, it's becoming more inclusive, it's becoming more it's becoming more in times with what is going on in the market. So I think AI tools help us do that. It helps us reach out to a large number of people. It helps us to reach out in a more effective manner to a large number of people. So I think from an industry perspective, from an insurance broking industry perspective, it helps us in a multitude of ways, right? From data collation to data profiling to predictive analysis to creating campaigns and to finally deploying those campaigns to a predefined audience. I think all of this is done in a much more systematic, much more profiled, and a much more efficient manner using AI and AI tools.
Right. Perfect, sir. How is AI changing how businesses work in your field?
So I think there's a huge amount of upskilling that is required, right? So say 5 years ago or say 10 years ago, the job of a marketer or anyone in marketing was primarily to curate campaigns to generate awareness. But today, marketing is no longer just seen as a cost center. Marketing is also seen as a revenue driver for any company, which is across industries. So which is why AI tools are very important in these scenarios. So I see the future of employees within the organization or within sorry or within the marketing teams. The need is going to be for them to upskill themselves, uh, relearn themselves, re-educate themselves to adapt and to use these AI tools across whatever field of communication they are, whether it's designing content, communication, MarTech, all of these divisions are going to be using AI. So a huge amount of upskilling is going to be required. And us as marketing leaders, it is also important for us to upgrade and upskill ourselves, because with the ever-changing times and with you interacting a lot with the Gen Zs and now the Gen Alphas who are coming up, it is very, very important to be in tune with whatever is happening in the market. And it is very important to have a holistic understanding of how these new AI or automation tools are changing and ever evolving. So I think relearning, regrowing, unlearning, and upskilling yourself is the only thing that is going to change, or that is the only thing that is really relevant and important in the days to come.
Right, because every day some new technology is arriving in the market.
Absolutely. So what you learned yesterday is redundant today. What you learned today is going to be upskilled and upgraded tomorrow. So it is a constant process. It's not something which, if you do a course or if you do learning today, you can be rest assured for the next 10 years, nothing's going to change. In
Hmm.
fact, in the next 10 months, a lot of things will change, right? So a huge amount of upskilling and, unlearning and upgrading yourself is required.
Truly, truly. Quite interesting, sir. How is AI changing customer experience in your?
So even from a customer perspective, see, all of us before being, uh, marketing or sales or anything within an organization, we ourselves are customers and consumers of a lot of media and products around us, right? So we are customers and consumers first before we are anything else. So even as customers ourselves, we have a lot of expectations from the brands that we interact with, whether it's OTT platforms, whether it's our e-commerce sites, whether it's our shopping platforms, or so on and so forth, right? We expect everything to happen in Jiffy at the click of a button. We expect all our transactions to happen seamlessly. We expect all our problems and queries to get resolved within uh, not even days, but now it's come to hours or minutes, right? We expect the tag to be that efficient. And we also expect it to be as personalized as it can be to our likes and dislikes. So, and that's with everything, whether it's a shopping platform like Amazon to, an eating platform like a Zomato or an OTT platform like Netflix. All of these platforms today, you as a consumer would expect the platform to be as personalized to you uh, as it can be. So similarly, even in our industry, that is what consumers are expecting. So today, when we do marketing programs or ROI campaigns or outreach programs to our customers or potential customers, we know that one size doesn't fit all. We know that all our marketing campaigns have to be specialized and personalized to not just a category of audience, but to each individual audience themselves. So that is the reason why the customer is ever changing, the customer is ever evolving, the customer is ever upgrading himself. And that is why you also need to kind of upgrade and evolve your marketing campaigns according to that. So I foresee a huge amount of personalization, which is going to come in, a huge amount of one is to one campaigning, which is going to come in over the next couple of years. It's no longer going to be just a scenario of putting an ad out there in the market and expecting everybody to kind of lap up your marketing campaign as is. It is going to be equally segregated and divided among the target audiences, and you will have to be that microscopic enough to reach out to the last mile operator who's consuming your advertisement or your marketing campaign. So I foresee a huge shift from customer expectations in the near future, from just from just reaching out to them to kind of making them accept you and making them being loyal to your brand. It's a huge shift there.
Right, sir. Also, along with the other delivery apps, as you mentioned, social media also plays a major role in personalization of the consumer experience. So that is also
Absolutely. I
plays a
mean,
big.
absolutely, because today all of us are wired in, right? All of us are on multiple social media channels, and all of us are consuming medias in a multiple way. We are no longer just watching news on a television or reading it in a newspaper first thing in the morning. We are consuming news as we speak every day through our social media campaigns, to our news apps that we have on our phone, to WhatsApp forwards that we get from our friends and families, to colleagues who are interacting with us on our intranet in our office spaces. So we consume news and media across various uh, segments. Therefore, even social media is something that plays a huge role in our choices, in the way we interact, and in the way we consume brands, right? And today, as we have seen recently, social media is something that can either build a brand or completely break it. With just one small mistakes that you make, the social media can completely lambast you, and your brand can go from hero to zero, and vice versa itself. So I think
Exactly.
social media plays a very, very important and a crucial role in helping you reach out to your consumers and build a brand. Therefore, for a brand themselves and for a marketer themselves, it is very important that how ethically and how effectively you use the social media channels to reach out. So no one social media channel is similar to the other. Therefore, no campaign on social media should also be similar to the other. Or, like I said, it cannot be one size fits all. So, you as a marketer have to be able to analyze and have to be able to use each social media channel effectively and ethically so that it reaches out to the target audience. And with our business, which is the insurance broking business, it becomes even more crucial because we are not selling a product, right? We are not
Mm.
selling just a product. We're selling something which is an assurance to your livelihood, which is an assurance to protecting the interests of your family, of your assets, of your life, of your car, of your wife and children, of yourself. So,
It's
in
an
that aspect,
experience.
it's a
It's an
huge
experience.
responsibility for an insurance broker to kind of put out a marketing campaign which tells you what, how, and where to buy the best insurance product for you and your company or your business or your family. Therefore, I think social media is a very, very powerful tool. AI is a very, very powerful tool, and both have to be used in absolute integrity and in absolute effectiveness, but with a lot of ethicality and ethics. It can't be just used as is to post anything. There's a lot of sense of responsibility that needs to be there when you're posting campaigns across all social media.
Exactly, sir. Just as we spoke that every coin has two sides, I
Right.
would like to know what's your opinion on AI? Is it a boon or is it a threat?
It is a boon. I don't think it's a threat. Like I said in the beginning of our conversation, every couple of years there is something that revolutionizes the way we communicate with our audience, right? Initially, it was telegrams, then telegrams went to telefax, then telefax went to telephones, then telephones went to mobile phones went to the internet, and then there was social media messaging and WhatsApps and so on and so forth. So every form of communication over the couple of years is going to evolve and is going to change. It's just that over the last 10 years, we have seen a huge amount and a huge speed at which these changes are happening. Earlier, the transition from maybe a telephone to a mobile phone took a very long time, whereas now the changes happen over a span of maybe just a couple of years or even less than that, right? So, having said that, I definitely do not think it is a threat. It is a boon, but it is how effectively you can use it as marketeers, and how ethically you can use it as marketeers to kind of reach out to the audience and educate them. Yes, there will be there will be miscreants in the society who do use the AI tools for their own benefit, or do use AI tools to kind of disrupt market conditions. But having said that, there are a lot of I think pros over cons, which means that we can use these AI tools for a lot more good than bad if used in the right sense.
Exactly, sir. Exactly. It was a lovely interaction with you, sir. I hope the
Thank
listeners
you
have
so
got
much.
a lovely insight from you.
Thank you so much for having me. And like I said at the beginning, it was my pleasure to be on your show. Thank you.
Pleasure is ours too. Thank you so much.